truck, jeep. Car, truck, jeep, have you any fuel? Yes, sir, 3 tanks full. 1 for the red bus, 1 for the train, 1 for the pilot in her jumbo jet plane. Honk, honk, beep, beep, driving down the road, passed by the tractor with its heavy load. There goes a motorcycle weaving to and fro. Stop at the red light and zoom, off we go. Chugga, chugga, choo, choo, race along the track. Pull along the train cars, clack, clickety, clack. Arriving at the harbor by the seaside. Hop on the hovercraft, such a bumpy ride. Flicka, flacka, what's that in the sky? Look, it's a helicopter buzzing on by. Spot the yellow taxi bouncing up and down. Climb slowly up a steep hill on the way to town. Rumble, rumble, scrape, dig, there's a dump truck. Digger lifts the bucket filled with dirt and muck. Flashing lights and sirens, a police car rushes past. When there's an accident, they must get there fast. Vroom, vroom, screech, roar on the highway. It's time for bed now, we've had a busy day. Yawn, sighs the red bus. Zzz, snores the train. Sweet dream, says the pilot in her jumbo jet plane. The end. Big Dog and Little Dog. Big Dog and Little Dog are hungry. Big Dog and Little Dog want food. Here's some food for Big Dog. Big Dog is happy. Here's some food for Little Dog. Little Dog is happy too. Big Dog and Little Dog are full. Big Dog and Little Dog are sleepy. Big Dog gets in the big bed. Little Dog gets in the little bed. Big Dog is lonely. Little Dog is lonely too. Shh. Big Dog and Little Dog are sleeping. The end.
Deep in the ocean. Something is happening up there on the surface. Splash! What's that? It certainly frightens the sardines. The dolphins are curious, but no one else is bothered. The albatrosses dive, the tuna dash, the sperm whale is about to eat dinner, and the swordfish wants to interrupt a perfect school of mackerel. But what is this funny machine doing in the water, and what is it? It's a submarine. It came down to see what happens under the sea. A giant squid swims through the seaweed, while the cuttlefish and the octopus hide. Just by the deep-sea trench, the little submarine turns on its light, much to the surprise of the moray eel and the sunfish. Deep in the abyss, the creatures are not afraid of the submarine. The lanternfish is already lit. The jellyfish and sea butterflies sparkle. while the vampire squid watches with its glowing eyes. Suddenly the sea begins to rumble and roar. Here comes a terrible storm. The submarine tumbles through spinning whirlpools until it settles in polar waters and is welcomed by the beluga whales. The sea lions play among the creaking, squeaking icebergs, while the seabirds dive and dive. The narwhals pierce the sea with their tusks, and the orca whales go hunting. They don't even notice the submarine. Just then a gentle song arises. It is the voice of a blue whale. As graceful as she is big, she pulls the submarine along until it is in the warm sea. The whale shark glides over the coral where all the tropical fish live. How beautiful! The anemone protect the clownfish. The leopard would praise dip and swirl, while the marine turtles play hide and seek. What a paradise! Is this the end of the submarine's journey, or just the beginning? The end.
The Three Little Fish and the Big Bad Shark. Once upon a time, there lived a mama fish and her three little fish, Jim, Tim, and Kim. It is now time, said the mama, for each of you to make a home in the deep blue sea. So off they went. The first little fish, named Jim, swam away and met a seahorse playing in some seaweed. Can I have some of the seaweed so I can build a house? Take as much as you can carry, said the seahorse. Jim gathered the seaweed and made a weedy little house. Jim had just finished building his seaweed house when he heard a big bad shark knocking at the door. Little fish, let me come in. The little fish trembled and replied, Not by the skin of my finny fin. Then I'll munch and I'll crunch and I'll smash your house in, roared the shark. So the big bad shark munched and he crunched and he ate up every bit of the seaweed house. And Jim swam away just in time. Soon, Jim found his brother. Tim said, Don't worry, Jim. We fish stick together. You can help me build a sandy little house. Jim and Tim had just started to relax in the sandy little house when the big bad shark came knocking at the door. Little fish, let me come in. To which the brave little fish replied, Not by the skin of my finny fin. Then I'll munch and I'll crunch and I'll smash your house in, roared the shark. So the big bad shark munched and he crunched until he got a sandy mouthful and the house crumbled. Jim and Tim swam and swam until they reached their sister, Kim. Kim was setting up her house in an old wooden ship. The big bad shark destroyed our houses. Don't worry, you can live with me, said Kim, and they did. The three little fish had just finished lunch when they heard the big bad shark knocking at their door. Little fish, let me come in. To which the smart fish replied, Not by the skin of my finny fin. Then I'll munch and I'll crunch and I'll smash your house in, roared the shark. The big bad shark munched and he crunched, but he could not smash the house in, and all his teeth fell out. The three little fish were safe at last. The end. Stanley's Lunchbox. Here is Stanley with his basket. He is going to the market to buy his lunch. First, Stanley chooses some bread. Good morning, Gabriel. 1 baguette and a loaf of brown bread, please.
I'll have a burger.
Next, some cheese. Hattie has some different kinds. Stanley asks for a slice of blue cheese and a tub of cream cheese, please. What a lot of lovely fruit, George. 1 apple and 1 pear, please. Hello, Esther. 2 bags of chips and some crackers and jelly, please. Luckily, Charlie's homemade scones and muffins taste better than they look. Lastly, Stanley would like 1 bottle of lemonade and a bag of cocoa powder, please. Thank you, Seamus. Thank you, Peggy. At home, Stanley prepares cheese sandwiches, a thermos of iced lemonade, and some hot chocolate. Then Stanley packs his lunchbox. For 2, because Stanley's lunchbox isn't just for Stanley, it's to share with his brother, Herbert. Thank you, Stanley. All done. Dinosaur Dance. Zang, bop, kiddly pow. The dinosaur dance is starting now. The blue Stegosaurus goes shimmy, shimmy, shake. The red Brontosaurus goes quivery, quake. Triceratops goes tappity tap, and pterodactyl goes flap, flap, flap. Tiny little dino goes deedly dee. I don't know his name. What could it be? Velociraptor, twins go bumpity bump. Tyrannosaurus Rex goes stomp, stomp, stomp. Iguanodon goes dibbity da. And the tiny little dino goes cha cha cha. Yes, the tiny little dino goes cha cha cha. Now everybody wants to try the cha cha cha. The end.